And that is out of the 90 games played in the Champions League of all the matchday fives. There has been instances that 57 times the home teams have just won or they have got that draw, but it is the rest 33 times that the home team has faced that loss in the Champions League in these total 5 match days. I mean, out of those 90 games being played, 36 teams, 18 matches a day, 5 match days, 90 matches all in all, and that is just 33 games where the home teams have got that defeat. This is Champions League's new fixture and it is the new gimmick which is going on, because I am not going to just go about the bush or beat about that old format of the Champions League, because in this new format, what is looking is that the teams which are performing well, most of the times they are getting those edge matches at their home. We will make a list of those matches and come up with that video in our next episodes. But this video, it is all about the talk of the Anfield, where they have got that win over Real Madrid. When is the last time have you witnessed Liverpool getting those wins against Real Madrid? Maybe you were in your diapers pissing away those mama moments. But yes, this is the time where Liverpool has got that win, and it is in the news that it is Bellingham who was going to get those Anfield jerseys after Birmingham before his transfer to Dortmund. So yes, many news and many rumors are cropping up, but then also the injury concerns for Real Madrid. They lost Blancos, but with their 200 million Kylian Mbappe, Ancelotti is still having patience, because he is that fatherly figure for the Real Madrid, where there is no worries, because to qualify for the top 24, where you are not having to analyze the opposition teams and you are just going away to face those matches in the Champions League, this is not the happening which the Champions League needs. Yes, you have to perform when you are in the top elite European League across the globe. You have to get those chances to be converted and you have to get those things quite right. See just what happened over here, where the game began with Liverpool against Real Madrid, and it was just the lineup of Valverde to the right backs. Yes, Asensio, the new one from the academy, he was there at the centre backs. Rudiger, without Eder Militao, Rudiger and Asensio on the centre backs. And yes, Garcia wasn't opted for the left backs, while it was Mendy, I mean that veteran from Real Madrid, on the left backs. Real Madrid are in the hunt of that left back, but yes, let's see what happens. But yes, on the midfields, Camavinga and Modric, just two of them. Arda Güler was seen over there, Bellingham was also seen over there. But yes, most of the times whenever Ancelotti has played this 4-2-2 diamond shape formation over here, it is the likes that they are going to defeat. If you just have a recap of what happened in the previous season with Manchester City, Real Madrid were also defending in the Champions League. But take a few matches back, where Leipzig were facing Real Madrid in the Champions League previous season, the same thing was happening. It is Ancelotti, whenever he goes with this 4-2-2-2 formation, in this he just likes to defend, because yes, he is not liking. And in this game with the strikers of Liverpool, Luis Diaz, Jones, Mohamed Salah, Nunes on the forwards, McAllister and Gravenberch on the midfields, Robertson and Bradley on the right backs and the left backs. But yes, what about Mohamed Salah? What about Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold? Because what about the end of their contract extension? Are they going to stay at the Anfield? Yes, Carragher says that they are going to stay. But yes, take my words, because whenever I have those predictions, I have got those data from the global aspects of my friends, and I have the stats that yes, Arnold is not going to stay at Liverpool. And to talk about Mohamed Salah, he will also get some sort of transfers. This is my words. But yes, on the aspects over here, Liverpool, who were always going on attack with Real Madrid, with those counters, they were looking lethal. But yes, Real Madrid were not prepared. Ancelotti has just not given that feed, or there was no sort of planning. They were just looking to park the bus. I mean, Los Blancos doing this, but with the edge of Mbappe getting some goals. Yes, he missed that penalty. It happens. Mohamed Salah also missed that penalty. So This was the game which was taking the nerves of the players of both the teams, because yes, Los Blancos were previously knowing that they are not going to get a win out of here. 75% of the chances was there for Ancelotti, and this was his prediction. And yes, if you are going for those hard runs in these matches, getting those players injured, that is no way necessary for a team like Real Madrid to get it. Because yes, in the La Liga they are doing that well, they are in the second position, but still they have to play that game where the flash floods has just made them to halt one game, and they are just 1 point behind Barcelona. That will be true. But in this game, what happened is that Liverpool, who hadn't faced the win against Real Madrid, were in search, because yes, Arne Slot is that man who is doing those havocs in the Premier League. He is doing those in the Champions League, being unbeaten in the Premier League. He has just one defeat, whereas those injuries of Manchester City, Rodri, as well as the likes of the Ruben Diaz, as well as Pep Guardiola's inefficiency in bringing any defensive midfields with the absence of Kovacic, there is the like that Guardiola is facing those defeats in the Premier League as well. So that is what given the Liverpool those opportunities. And yes, the home and away fixtures are a bit looking overturned, because to be on the top 24 in the Champions League, this is not a big deal to be happening, because out of those 8 matches, if you are getting those 3 wins with a goal difference of 4 to 5, you are definitely going to qualify. But to seal your place, to get those berths, to get those confirmations, the only requirement which is for the hour is that you have to get those just 50% wins out of those 8 games. Yes, that is what it is about the Champions League fixtures. But to talk about the knockout, just have a look over here. If this is the conclusion of the 8 matches, and if you consider that Real Madrid are at the number 24th of the Champions League table, just have a look over here. It is Aston Villa and Sporting on the 9th and the 10th position, but yes, there will be a 2-on-2 playoffs, and Dinamo Zagreb and Real Madrid are going to draw with each other. So what do you think, guys? What will be the competition for the 2 legs? Yes, that is the time where you have to play 2 more matches apart from the fixtures to be in the top 16. Those teams who are qualifying to the top 8 after those 8 match days, they will definitely move to the top 16. But yes, after the match day 8, this will be the scenario where the position holders from 9 to 24 will be playing 2-on-2. I mean, one home and one game against each other, and this will be the qualification process. Do you think Aston Villa and Sporting CP, that will be a fight? Yes, it will be. But yes, Dinamo Zagreb and Real Madrid, I think that will be a cakewalk to be in the top 16. But yes, Brest and Lille, Feyenoord and Club Brugge, look at the total median of the teams, total clusters which are going, because it will be Bayern and Benfica, Juventus and Celtic, Atletico Madrid and Milan, Manchester City and PSV Eindhoven. So yes, that it won't be that much of worries. But yes, talking about the Champions League present scenario, it is Liverpool who are at the top, and they are doing it too good. Inter on the second position, Barcelona on third. But look at that goal difference from Barcelona. Yes, they are doing those havocs under Hansi Flick, but to consider the fact that Barcelona are not developing that good under Hansi Flick, looking at the formation, looking at the playmaking capabilities, they are very much relying on the form of the players on the ground. Yes, Hansi Flick, what he was doing at Bayern, same is not seen at Barcelona. But the high defensive centre back lineup which he is playing over there, that is definitely the fans, the Catalans are going crazy over it. But that is an old school tactics which is not going to end on a good note, because this tactics of Hansi Flick depends totally on the awareness as well as the form of the current players. And if they are running out of form, or if they are in some kind of injuries, that is not going to happen. But yes, Atlanta on the hands of Gasperini doing too good. Leverkusen doing a decent job. Arsenal are also there. Monaco 3 wins. But look at those wins. 3 wins out of 5. Is that what it is up to the position number 16? So yes, if you are getting those 70% or maybe 75% of wins, then you are on the top 16. But to be on the top 24, where Real Madrid is holding that position, it is just 2 wins out of their 5 games. This is crazy why this format of the Champions League is being played when it is not that vital to win so many matches. I mean, 36 teams are there, but yes, 2 wins out of those 5 games, you are in the top 24. I think Ancelotti is having that patience, relying on this format. But it is Florentino Perez who has been seen criticizing most of the times about the aspects And these fixtures are not getting those good notes from the teams because they have to travel so many places and the players are getting injured because of the formats being played. But what is the rise of the new players which you are seeing from the Champions League? What is the rise of the new clubs which you are seeing from the Champions League? I mean, can you name a few of them, or they are going to survive in the latter stages of the tournament? Because just look at the top 8, the veteran teams who were playing in the Champions League for the past many seasons, they are only over there. And yes, on the position number 9 to 16, if you talk about, I can't find any new teams in the top 24 as well. Whereas from the 25th to 36, it is those late qualification playoffs which were played. And yes, some of the teams are over there. But yes, the likes of Paris Saint-Germain as well as Stuttgart, and that is the likes of Leipzig also is concerning because they haven't got those wins. But to my predictions, if you consider, yes, Paris Saint-Germain, Stuttgart as well as Leipzig are going to get those 3 wins out of the next 3 matches which they are having, and that is definitely not the concern over here for them to be playing. But yes, to talk about the matches being played in the Champions League, this is not the scenario which is happening, because the Champions League, what is going to happen after the winter transfers, that will be a lookout, because many things are going to turn upside and down. And yes, Liverpool on the top of the Premier League. For the past 25 years, I have seen this Anfield rolling so high in the first half of the season at times, and whenever they have done it after the winter transfers, when the players come from their international break or the regular duties, when they are back to their domestic leagues, Liverpool doesn't perform that good in the second half of the season for most of the times. Take my words, guys, this happens, and from many arenas I have seen Liverpool suffering this way, and it is the edge which either Manchester City, who are taking it the advantage from the past 7 to 8 seasons. Was it Chelsea? Prior to this, it was Manchester United. But yes, what is the legacy of Manchester United? Ruben Amorim has got that win, but we are going to discuss that in our next video. And the watch-alongs which we are going to have, because in the German Bundesliga, it is the Der Klassiker Saturday, and on the Sundays, we are having Manchester City roaring high against Liverpool. Yes, can Pep Guardiola get a win out of this situation, losing those 5 games out of their 6 games played? Let's see. And yes, before ending this video, give us those like, share, and subscribe. Keep going, guys. Bye bye.